Previously on Pugmire.
You see that there is, in fact, a document that says Bob, Paris, Mackenzie, Gizmo. You are all called out by name, and it lists the rewards as whereabouts of Taco, how to make money quickly, earning spot in court, as well as learn great amounts of knowledge of man's history.
Hale starts wagging quickly to the beat of whatever song he's doing. Just I can't fight the music in me. Gotta get up there and sing. We need all you lonely mutts in the back. If you feel like you've been pushed down by masters, even though you love them, still just come on and get into the beat. Sing along with us. Do it.
And like the howls began. And with that, we close the curtain on Subwoofer living up to its name in every possible way with the party.
Did we raise the rough?
Yo, you.
Where are we going? North.
Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons.
Therapeutic benefit in role-playing games.
Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh yeah, baby.
Your presence quested in exchange for treasures.
Are we talking one treasure each?
Welcome back to Dungeons and Dragons. Last time on Pugmire, the group went into the bar Subwoofer and explored all it had to offer, including the shady man shadow in the corner. That was the interaction with Gizmo. There was some gambling going on. There was a quest board that offered the precise quest with precise awards, and it called out each player by name. And let's not forget how it closed with an epic Barkioki display where the entire bar was moved and jumping and dancing and singing along, at which point has now spawned a creation in the future that will be attached to this.
My Shabona.
Right, so what you need to go on this adventure, Mackenzie knows that her own family, the Bloodhounds, will be able to calculate the needs and probably get them pretty closely down to the precise needs based on the area, the days traveled, and whatnot, as they are master hunters, and they are also the ones who put the rations together and cure meats and all the other processes, and, hides and skins and everything related to hunting. They are excellent at. There's also the retired adventurer Muffin, who has a store for adventurers for any other needs, perhaps like the infamous 10-foot pole or grappling hook, things like that. You can expect Muffin to have, or she'll just regale you with her heroic stories of old. So the next places to go would be either or both of these places.
Couldn't hurt to go to both. Unless it could hurt and we're just unaware of it.
No, I agree. Checking both those out just for, further information as well as what we might need. So what, because I know that it named out like where we were, like what we would get from the quest. What was the exact nature of the quest itself, according to the document?
That's actually a good question.
Yeah, because I was like, wait a minute, we don't even know what we're doing here.
There is
There's
rumor,
a dungeon, right?
Yeah, rumor of a previously unexplored dungeon in a specific area, and you are to find it and explore it.
Definitely need dungeoneering equipment, so I definitely would want to go to the old adventurer.
I do also want to tell the group about my encounter with Shadow. I'm not interested in keeping that a secret. I do just want to say, I had an encounter with a man, or Mastiff, named Shadow. He seemed like a good guy. Just wanted to let y'all know and be on the level here. He says there's something shady about King Cluck, and I believe him.
What?
Because he seemed trustworthy.
I heard that. Seems like a good chicken and all, but it's just a little weird.
I am in earshot, right?
Yeah, I totally know you're there. It's like,
Okay.
I get it, Bob. I get it.
How dare you take the chicken's name in vain?
Kind of like this. 0 clucks given.
Cluck.
You didn't think it was weird at all that, like, only one, like, it seemed to behave just like a regular chicken. It's not like it spoke like we do. So,
Does it
how?
need to speak?
We
Right.
should see if it tastes like a regular chicken.
How dare you?
Kind of like
Yeah.
this. We should see if it tastes like a regular chicken.
I've never tasted a chicken.
I have. I will be the judge if necessary. I
I'm
will fall on
already
this
judging
bone.
you.
I'm gonna hold Cluck hold a
There's
little
no
tighter.
need for conflict.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna kind of step in front of Cluckhold, with Gizmo, like, there'll be no eating of companions today. No.
Not
Sure.
today, no.
You
Yeah,
could,
tonight.
On my
well, or
watch.
not ever.
Chicken's
The-
not on the menu.
Never.
You do not feel like chicken tonight. Chicken tonight.
Yeah, and other dogs are like keeping a wide berth of your group. Like you're kind of like odd here, like conversing about eating chicken and not eating chicken in a city that has a chicken king.
We said no eating chicken, so does that help?
Yeah, so they're all just kind of giving you that nice wide berth. Just letting you know that that's the current setting. Like you're outside, and there are dogs about, but they're keeping their distance.
So the old adventurer person, they're there in the bar, or do they like? Is that a shop we have to go to?
I think it's a
That's
shop
a
in
shop.
town.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, so I assumed that you walked out and were heading towards one of these shops.
Yeah, I think Mackenzie will probably go to the Bloodhounds just because they're family, and if somebody wants to come along, they can. If not, the rest could go to the adventure. Kind of split the group's resources.
I mean, yeah, I'll actually, because I was kind of thinking adventure first, myself.
I'll go with Mackenzie. I think I'm interested in seeing if there's any other like shops around. I'm interested in getting a tiny little cloak for my chicken.
Well, okay, I mean,
When I say tiny, I mean chicken's bigger than I am.
I guess are we all going? Well, if everybody wants, I won't split the group if everybody's going. But
I think
we're just in town.
I think it would be interesting to see what kind of trouble we could get into individually in smaller groups.
sure, down with that too. To the adventurer I go.
All right, so I'll start with Muffin. So that was Gizmo and Bob went to Muffin, and Paris and Mackenzie to the Bloodhounds, or did I have that mix up?
I think Bob and
switched.
Paris to
Yeah.
Muffin,
Yep.
and Mackenzie and Gizmo to the Bloodhounds.
Okay. All right, so Bob and Paris going to see Muffin. So you arrive at Muffin's shop, and it is incredibly neat, very meticulous, like no dust anywhere. Everything is in order, and this very old Jack Russell Terrier comes out with her cane. You can see that her eyes aren't that good. It's like very obvious, like that they're grayed over. But she detects you both immediately. So you go to walk in, and she just sort of stops and kind of blindly looks around your direction. Hello there, gentlemen. Welcome to Muffin's shop. I can help you with any adventuring needs, or if you perhaps come to hear of my epic tales in the past.
Huh. Well, honestly came in to look at some adventuring needs here, but I'm always impressed by a good tale. Perhaps we could do both at the same time?
Oh, certainly. What perhaps are you looking for?
We need to go and explore a nearby dungeon. Kate, what did it say? Dungeon or cavern?
The man cave?
Yes.
It said man cave. It said man cave.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
All
say
right.
it's a man cave.
All right. We've been sent on a mission to explore the nearby man cave. We're gonna basically need some exploring equipment, some equipment to make sure we're all going to be safe. And our I was trying to make a pun and I can't think of one, so I'm just going to awkwardly end it right here.
And growl.
But you haven't maybe heard any legends about a nearby man cave? You maybe know anything about it from all of your travels?
Oh, I have heard that a man cave has been in the area for quite some time, but it was protected by all manner of giant monster. It was very difficult to get to. Nobody even wanted to go to the area. That's why it's, as far as I know, it's not that well mapped. And there's just sort of a general understanding of where it might be. That's really the best I can say.
What type of monsters are rumored to be around it? How big are we talking?
Oh, that's a good pun. Puns.
Dive deep, brother, dive deep.
The Tarascula. The Tarascula.
That was rough.
Did I get it?
That was
A tarantula, Tarascula.
Tarantula.
Ah.
That's a pretty tall order.
No, but dire ticks the size of buildings and demons, all manner of beast.
Do you have any idea of what's rumored to be in there? I mean, dire ticks the size of buildings. I mean, that's more than dangerous. That's just like wishing for death.
Yes, I would agree. Not even I in my prime would go there. But what's rumored to be held is ancient knowledge of man, something that'll change all of dog society.
Really?
How will it affect the chickens?
I cannot speak to how chickens in particular will be affected, but
Urs just kind of gives one of these, like, looks over and just shakes his head.
I see it, but I don't acknowledge it.
Perfect.
Chicken rule is very new. Chutin is the only neighborhood or suburb or whatever you would like to call it that has a chicken on the throne. So,
Want to be careful, Bob. Maybe this thing we find might pose your feathered friend.
yes, or
That's not
raise
even funny.
him to further power. Maybe he'll lord over all of Bosspon.
There could not be a better outcome.
Yeah, better outcome.
Cluck 2020.
So I do believe that you'll need probably some grappling hooks, some rope. If you're diving deep, you'll want those to be quite secure. You'll probably, or definitely need torches. I know the noses are good, but I doubt there will be any light sources down there.
The older I get, the less I can see in the dark.
It is a gift.
Some rations if you have them.
Rations, I do believe that the bloodhounds are better suited for the rations, but any other gear, perhaps pikes for climbing as well. They can give you a pole to trigger any traps.
Yeah, I would think, I mean, I've been on a lot of different adventuring stuff. I mean, so just so I wouldn't forget anything that Taco had taught me, could I do like a no culture? I don't know if that would qualify as maybe like, tomb raiding culture as like a subculture. Would that qualify?
In terms of a dungeoneer's lifestyle, yeah, definitely.
Okay. 11?
Yeah, I mean, like you still, like you were, the way you grew up, you would know that having an excess of all of these things would be like par for the course. So you have, triple the torches you need. You have multiple grappling hooks and rope.
And probably a few pieces of rope for chewing as well.
Yes, and also you also as a reward, I think I still want to reward like the lifestyle and like this check. So a repellent. So like it's a particular like mint. I think it's mint that cats don't like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like you would know like just culture wise like to prevent sneak attacks, like carry plenty of mint, and just like various herbs that would keep different groups away, like while you're resting. Would be like part of the culture. So your own like, and this is like a practice for you anyway. Let's say that like you constantly have like different herbs. So like you actually smell like nice too, like us. But in terms of like various like insects and the cats and rats, you have warded yourself at least like scent wise.
Any words of advice for us, Muffin?
Before we take off.
Stretch, limber up. Stretching will save your life. Like,
A lot of
it'll help you.
downward dog.
Some definitely downward dog. It's a great move. I still, in my old age, and she pulls one of her arms completely like around her. Like she's still extremely flexible. As you can see, I've maintained my good flexibility, and it's saved me a number of times. Let's get that up to lucky 7. We've had a few more puns. 7.
Number 7. Write it down.
Solid advice. Limber up. Well, thank you very much, Muffin. We shall be on our way.
In today's episode, we learned stretching is good.
Ha ha!
The more you know.
The more you know.
As Paris and I kind of like walk out, and as we close the door behind us, and I look at Paris and I'm like, do you happen to know anything about Muffin's Man?
I don't believe I know the Muffins, man.
You know, the Muffin's Man. I think he lives down on the Drury Lane.
That is somewhat familiar. Can't exactly place it.
Just some random guy on the side of the street. It's actually Drooler's Lane.
Yes.
It's nice Pugmire has an actually guy. That's very helpful. Every good dad should have one. Oh, that's beautiful.
I don't know if Muffin's Master's going to matter here. Let's go find the rest of the group.
It sounds like that's where the rest of the stuff we're gonna need is.
And we carry on.
All right, cool. So we cut over to
I don't get a token for that?
for the Muffin Man.
Yeah. Okay, fine. I've been thinking of that one all game.
It was a weak stretch.
Fine.
Take fortune away.
Yeah, you lose a fortune.
I was gonna say we have so many puzzles. We have bad ones. We just penalize.
Yeah, every roll for the rest of this episode you have disadvantage on because that was so bad.
But punishment won't cure the behavior. I'm just saying that as a behavior guy. It's not gonna change the behavior.
Yes, that's right.
I'm going to withhold reward for your bad behavior.
Bad dog, no biscuit.